Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got the second game of the three-game series between the Cubs and Mets in the post 1961 Apba Bats League. Leading off for the Cubbies, we got to get the lineup straight here, don't we? Sorry about that. Wasn't ready like I thought it was. And leading off for the Cubbies. And playing shortstop is Sean Dunston. Batting second. Playing second is Glenn Beckett. Batting third, playing third base is Bryant. Batting fourth, playing right field is Sosa. Batting fifth, playing first base is Lee. Batting sixth, playing left field is Kingman. Batting seventh, playing center field is Dawson. Batting eighth, on the catching is Bartlett. And on the mound, batting ninth is Lester. And now for the hometown New York Mets. Leading off, you got Mazzelli playing center field. Batting second, playing short is Reyes. Batting third, playing third is Wright. Batting fourth, playing first base is Alonso. Batting fifth, playing right field is Agee. Batting sixth, playing left field is Jones. Batting seventh, playing second base is Hunt. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Jerry Grant. And on the mound, batting ninth is Jerry KOOSMAN. Let's get ready here and get this game underway, folks. And to lead it off here for the Cubbies, Sean Dunston batting 174, one homer and 3 RBIs. Jerry Koosman on the mound, his third start, 1-0 with a 3 ERA. And here's the pitch to Sean. That's going to be a fly ball out to Lee in center field for out number one. And Becker is up, and Glenn's batting 222 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Jerry at the mound. He fires over to Alonso, and there's 2 down. And Chris Bryant comes up. He's off to a great start, batting .455 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. Jerry doesn't want nothing to do with Chris. Chris walks on down to first. I don't know how smart this is because now Sammy Sosa's up with a runner on. Sammy's batting .405, 10 homers, and 19 RBIs. And look at that on base percentage, folks. .583 on base percentage. And that's going to be a base on balls. So he walks Bryant and Sosa. Back-to-back walks. Now can Derek Lee deliver here with 2 outs? All this happening after getting the first 2 out. Derek Lee is batting .095, no homers and 3 RBIs. And that'll do it. That's a swing and a miss. He strikes Lee out, so it worked out. The Cubbies strand 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Chicago nothing. Mets coming to the plate with Mazzelli, Reyes, and Wright. Lee batting .209. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs. John Lester's third appearance of the year, 0-2 with a 4.85 ERA. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And he strikes out Lee for out number one. And Reyes comes to the plate now, batting .271 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this. Where's Jose going to put this one at? That ball is driven into the gap in right field. That's a 1-out double by Reyes. He's in scoring position here for the Mets. And David Wright comes to the plate Wright batting 250 with a homer and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be the runner down at second. 8 and 11. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Dawson's got a damn good arm out there with 1 out. This Reyes going to try to score here. That will be a 55. And he's going to score with no throw. That's an RBI single by Wright. And it's a 1-0 ball game here in the bottom of the first. Pete Alonso's up now with Wright down at first. And we didn't put the letter factor in there. We got to do a little behind the scenes here. And that should be an E. Alrighty, there we go. Got that fixed. Now back to the ball game. Sorry about that. Had to do a little housekeeping here. Didn't have Wright's letter grade for stealing. And now you got Wright down at first, 1 out for Pete Alonso, who's only batting .056. He has 1 hit. He's 1 for 18. That 1 hit was a solo homer. Here's the pitch to Pete, and that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 54 and an 8. Glenn's up with it. That'll be fielding column 2. And they'll get the runner out at second. That'll be a 4-6 force play. And now there's 2 down, and Tommy Agee comes to the plate. And Tommy, he's batting .111 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Glenn. And he'll go to short way over to second, and that'll end the inning. But the Mets score 1. On the RBI single by Alonso. And we go to the top of the second in a 1-0 game. You got Kingman, Dawson, and Bartlett due up here. And Dave's batting .333 with a homer and 9 RBIs. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Jerry strikes out Kingman for out number 1, his second strikeout of the game. And the Hawk comes up. Dawson batting .185 with 6 homers and 12 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on ball. So the Hawk walks on down to first. And Michael Barnett comes up. And Michael, he's batting .200 on the year. 2 homers and 3 RBIs. And that ball is hit well. Where's this one going to go? Dawson's got good speed down there at first. That ball is driven into left field, I believe. That'll be a double. Down the line. And Kingman with 1 out. That'll be a... He'll stop at third. So that's a double in the left. Now you got second and third and one out. And John Lester, can he deliver here, folks? Second and third, one out, and Lester's batting .500. He says he don't need no stinking DH. He is 2 for 4 with 2 doubles on the year. And that's going to be a base on balls. And they just walked. The bases loaded with the pitcher. We're back to the top of the order, and Sean Dunston. Bases full of Cubs, only one out. Dunston flew out to center. Dawson at third. Mike at first. Mike at second. John at first. And Sean at the plate. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a infield. 8, 9, 13, 21, 26, 29. That's going to be a pop up in the foul territory, straight up the chute. Jerry makes the catch near the plate, and there's 2 down. So it's going to be up for Glenn. Can Glenn to deliver here? He's 0 for 1. Base is still full. He grounded out to the pitcher's first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 16. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Lee Mazzelli has the range, makes the catch, and the Cubbies lead. The bases loaded, folks, with 1 out. Don't get anything. It's 1-0 New York. So we go to the bottom of the second. Remember that. And you got Jones, Hunt, and Grote due up. And Jones batting .062 with a homer and 1 RBI. And that ball is well hit. See where Jones puts this at. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. That's a homer, folks. Jones is just giving the Mets a 2-0 lead. Double your fun, double your pleasure, double your lead with double mint gum. That brings up Ron Hunt, batting .286, 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Still nobody out and nobody on. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Sosa. He makes the catch, and there's 1 down. And Jerry comes up. Grote looking for his first hit of the year. He's 0 for 17. No homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be popped up out in the shallow center field. Dawson comes in, makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Brings up Jerry KOOSMAN, the Jerry and Jerry show here. And KOOSMAN 0 for 5, looking for his first hit of the year. And that's a swing and a miss. Lester strikes him out. But the homer by Jones makes it 2-0 as we go to the top of the third. You got Bryant, Sosa, and Lee due up. Chris walked his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Mazzelli. 1 down. Now you got Sammy Sosa up. And Sammy, he walked his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the right. Fires over to first. And there's 2 down. And then Derek Lee comes to the plate. He struck out his first time up. And that's what he does this time. So Jerry's got his number. 3 strikeouts. 2 of them has been Derek Lee. And that'll end the side. Cubs go down 1, 2, 3. And to the bottom of the third we go. The top of the order due up. Mazzelli, Reyes, and Wright. Lee struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. And again, the leadoff batter gets aboard. Same as in the last inning, but it was a leadoff homer. Reyes now is 1 for 1. He doubled and came around the score back in the first. And that's going to be a rare play. 39 with a runner on and a 45. 45 and a 39. And that is going to be hit down the second. Glenn's down there. 25 and an 8. And that'll be fielding column 1. Foul ball. And nice play by Glenn down the first base line. Goes into foul territory, makes the catch. And there's one down. Runner still down at first. Now with one out. And David Ray comes to the plate. He has an RBI single his first time up. And here's the pitch to David. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 51 and an 8 should be fielding column 2, I would think. Nope, that's still fielding column 1. And they're going to get the runner out at second on the 4-6 put out. Now there's 2 down, right down at first for Pete Alonso. Alonso's 0 for 1, grounded into a force play his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll end the inning. The Mets strand 1 to the top of the 4th we go. New York 2, Chicago nothing. Kingman, Dawson, and Michael due up here. Dave 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. That's going to be a ground ball down the second. Hunt has it, throws over to Alonso, and there's one down. And then Dawson comes up. He walked his first time up. And the Hawk hits this one out to center field. Lee Mazzelli camps under it and makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 down. And Michael Barrett comes up. He doubled his first time up. And that's going to be another ground ball down the second. That'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Cubs. To the bottom of the 4th we go. 2-0 Mets. And you got Agee, Jones, and Hunt due up. Tommy grounded into a force play his first time up. That's a ground ball down the second. Glenn's got it over to first, 1 down. And Mr. Jones, who homered his last time up. And that ball is driven in the right field. Sosa gets over, cuts it off, holds him to a single. And you can see the team comparisons. The Cubbies 8-5, batting .235 with a .301 on base percentage, slugging .540, and an OPS of .841. The Mets are 5-7, only hitting .176 with an O base percentage of .258, slugging .569, and an OPS of .827. And Hunt's 0 for 1 today. Runner down at first and 1 out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 28. The runner will get down the second. Sean's only plays over to first. Now there's 2 outs with the runner in scoring position for Jerry Grote. And Jerry's 0 for 1. He flew out to center his first time up. That's going to be against the lefty. 17. That's a ground ball down to Glenn. That'll end the inning. The Mets strand 1 to the top of the 5th we go. You got Lester due up, and then we're back to the top of the order. And Dunston and Becker. And Lester, he walked his first time up. That's going to be a fly ball out to Jones and left. 1 down. Now Sean's up for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 2. That's another fly ball again out to center. He's been busy today. That's out number 2. Glenn gets something going here. He's 0 for 2, grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Reyes. 1, 2, 3 goes the Cubbies again. To the bottom of the 5th in a 2-0 ball game. And Jerry will lead it off, followed by Dunston, followed by Mazzelli and Reyes. And Jerry's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss again. That's the 4th strikeout by Lester. Lee Mazzelli comes up, and he's 0 for 1. He has yet to put the ball in play. Struck out his first time up, walked his last time. And that's going to be a base on balls again. So Lee gets aboard here with 1 out. Already up 2-0. And he's going to probably take off and try to steal. That'll be a 31. That'll be a 61 or lower. And he's in there with the stolen base. Lee is. Gets down in the scoring position now for Reyes. Runner down at second and one out. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And the runner will get down to third. I only play for Lester's over to first. So now Lee's down at third, 2 outs, and David Wright's up. Another insurance run 90 feet away. David's 1 for 2 with an RBI. That's a base on balls. So Wright walks on down to first. And that brings up Pete Alonso, first and third. 2 down. Can Lester get out of this with no runs scoring? And that's going to be a base on balls. So now he's walked, the base is loaded. For Tommy Agee, nowhere to put Tommy. Mazzelli at third, Wright at second, Alonso at first, Tommy at the plate, 0 for 2. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 16. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Dawson's got room, and the Mets leave the bases stranded. We go to the top of the 6th, still 2-0. Nice job by Lester to get out of that pickle with nobody scoring. To the top of the 6th we go. We got Bryant, Sosa, and Lee. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up here against Jerry, trailing by 2. Chris is 0 for 1. Can he get something started here? I hope that's a swing and a miss. Jerry strikes him out for his 4th strikeout of the game. That brings up Sammy Sosa. And Sammy's 0 for 1, walked and grounded out. And that's going to be another base on balls. Sammy's on first. Time run comes to the plate, and Derek Lee. Derek has struck out both times against Jerry. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 17. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. The runner will get down to second. That'll be a 6-3 put out. And that brings up Big Dave Kingman. Oh, Kingman, he is 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out, runner in scoring position. And that's going to be a pop up down the third. David makes the call, makes the catch. And that'll do it. Sammy gets stranded at second. To the bottom of the 6th we go. And you got Jones, Hunt, and Grote. Jones 2 for 2, homered and singled in the game. That's going to be another base hit. Jones having a fine game. He's 3 for 3. He's on base for Hunt now. Nobody out. Hunt's 0 for 2. Flew out and grounded out. I'd just like to see a double play. That's hit down to short. 18 and a 35 and an 8. That'll be fielding column 2. And that's first on air, runner to second. That's an E6. And the Cubbies don't need that. Now you got first and second for Jerry Grote. Definitely would like to see the old ground ball double play here. Jerry 0 for 2. He has grounded out his last time up. That's going to be a base on balls. That feels the bases. Jerry comes to the plate. Can he help his own cause? He has struck out both times. They'll bring the infield in. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Jerry strikes out. There's 1 down. Brings up Lee Mazzelli now. Base is still full of Mets. Only 1 out. Lee is 0 for 1. He has walked twice and stolen a base. Here's the pitch to Lee. And that's going to be a ground ball. 34 and a 2. Should be fielding column 1. And it is. That's a 29. And that's just what the doctor ordered. That's a ground ball back to the mound. He comes home with it. That's going to be the old 1-2-3 double play. And John Lester gets out of that with nobody scoring, and we go to the top of the seventh. He kept it a 2-0 ball game. Got the bottom third due up. Dawson, Barrett, Michael Barrett, and Lester due up. Probably a pitch hitter for Lester. Trailing by 2. Dawson 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the hunt. And out number 1. And as Paul joins us here, check out Paul's channel on FSC Sports Desk with Paul. And Michael was up. He's 1 for 2. Yeah, Go Cubbies is right. Michael's 1 for 2. He doubled in the game. Can he get something started here? Only hit of the ball game, and he gets the second hit. So Michael's the only one able to figure out Jerry KOOSMAN. He's 2 for 2 down at first with 1 out. That'll be it for Lester. We'll have a pitch hitter coming up now. Tyne Run comes to the plate. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here. And Mr. Hickman's going to come off the bench. See if he can do something here. The runner down at first and 1 out. And Hickman is batting .400 on the year. He has 1 homer and 1 RBI. Michael at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Hickman. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Tommy Agee. And there's 2 down. We're back to the top of the order. And Sean Dunston, can he deliver here and keep this 7th inning going? Excuse me, Dunston is 0 for 3 today. And he's 0 for 4. That's a swing and a miss. Jerry strikes him out. The Cubbies strand 1. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 2-0 ball game. Got a switch hitter and 2 righties coming up. Philip Regan's going to come in the game and pitch. There's Phil. This is Phil's 3rd appearance. He's 1-0 with a 9 ERA. He'll be facing Reyes, Wright, and Alonso, the 2-3-4 hitters. Reyes 1 for 3 with a double and came around to score back in the first. That's going to be against a righty, a 17. And that's going to be an infield hit. Reyes is aboard with an infield hit. As Ken Castro joins us here. So Reyes down at first. Nobody out. And he's going to be taken off. And that will make it a 2. Only a 66. He'll be out. Anything other than a 66, and he's in there with a stolen base. So now the Mets got a runner in scoring position and nobody out for David Wright. And David's 1 for 2. He has a walk and an RBI. Walked his last time up, and he gets a hold of this. Where's this one going to go? It'll be a deep fly ball out to right field. And Sammy, can he keep him from tagging up? That is the question. Need to roll another dice. 4. Sammy's got a good arm out there. Not great, but good. That'll be a 32. He's going to stay put. Reyes will score on a single, so he's not going to chance it. There's only 1 out. And that'll bring out Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 2. He walked his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to, popped up out in the shallow left field. And Dunston calls for it, makes the catch, and now there's 2 outs, and Reyes is still at second with that leadoff double. It's up to Tommy Agee to try to cash in here. Tommy's 0 for 3. He deliver a 2-out single. Nope, that's a swing and a miss, and Phil gets out of it. Leadoff double goes nowhere, and he keeps it a 2-0 game as we go to the top of the 8th. And you got the big boys coming up here. Glenn, Chris, and Sammy. Glenn's 0 for 3 today. Can he get on base and bring the tying run up to the plate? Nope, that's a ground ball down the Hunt. Easy out here in the top of the 8th. 1 down. And now you got Chris Bryant up. And Chris is 0 for 2. He's walked, flown out, and struck out his last time up. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. And Jerry starting to rack up the strikeouts. He's up to 6. And here comes Sammy. And the best part for the Mets is he can't tie this game up. Sammy is 0 for 1. He has walked twice. Like I say, that damn on-base percentage for Sammy is outrageous. A .587 on-base percentage, folks. Batting .395. And that's going to be another base on balls. Nobody's pitching to Sammy after getting them 10 homers. So Sammy's down at first. To tie and run now at the plate. Can Derek Lowe make him pay? Derek Lee, rather. Derek Lee is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and grounded out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a deep fly ball out the right field. Tommy back at the track makes the catch. But that'll do it. They strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 2-0. New York, New York. And Reagan will be facing Jones, Hunt, and Grote. Jones having a great game. 3 for 3 with a solo homer. Here's the pitch to Jones. And that's going to be the first time they got him out today. It's a fly ball out to Sammy. He camps under it, makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And Hunt comes to the plate. And he's 0 for 3 today, batting .235 with a homer. He did reach base with an error his last time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Sammy can't get to that. Takes it on the bounce. And Ron is safe at first. Yeah, it is a damn good pitching game, ain't it? Didn't see this coming. And now you got Jerry up. And the Mets have a runner down at first. 1 out. The Cubbies looking for that ground ball. Hopefully the doctor orders up the double play. Jerry's 0 for 2. He walked his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Sammy. He makes the catch, and now there's 2 down. And they're going to let Jerry try to finish this game out. They're not going to pitch hit for him. He's 0 for 3. He has struck out all 3 times. Can he get the golden sombrero? And that's going to do it. He strikes out for the 4th time. And the runner gets stranded at first. We go to the top of the 9th. It's still 2-0. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. That's funny as hell, Ken. Yeah. Yeah. That is funny. Mm. And now you got the bottom part of the order due up here in the top of the 9th. Kingman, Dawson, and Michael. Can Dave Kingman get on base and bring the tying run to the plate? He is 0 for 3. And he is 0 for 4. That's a fly ball out to the left. Jones waits for it, makes the catch, and there's 1 down. And that brings up the Hawk. The Hawk is 0 for 2 with a walk. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. He drives that ball down the first base line. And that's going to be a 1-out double. And is that going to be it for Jerry? That is the question. The Mets got one hell of a bullpen. And you got the righties coming up here. And Diaz, I believe, is going to come out of the pen. And that's going to be it for Jerry. They're not going to take a chance. So Jerry can't quite close the game out. So Diaz is going to come in and try to get the save. Jerry goes 8 1/3, giving up only 3 hits and a shutout. And let's see what happens here. So Diaz will come in. Michael at the plate. We'll see if we'll pitch hit for Michael. After Diaz comes in the game. Where's Diaz at? There he is. And now do we pitch hit here for Michael? That is the question. And I think we do. Do we pitch hit with Jody and leave Jody in the game? Or do we go with Rizzo or Durham? And are we going to bring the bull out? Or Rizzo? Rizzo's going to come off the bench here. Pitch hit for Michael. So Rizzo's going to come out. Pitch hit for Michael here. The runner down at second. 1 out. Tying run at the plate. And Anthony Rizzo comes up. And Diaz, this is his 4th appearance. He has 2 saves. Now he's going to be facing Anthony Rizzo. He's only batting 156 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Dawson down at second with good speed. Not great, but good speed. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. And that's going to be hit down the short. 31 and an 8 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And he'll look the runner back to second. Reyes he'll fire over to first. And now there's 2 down. And the runner's still down at second. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Reagan. He was supposed to stay at second. Darn it. Supposed to stay at second. See who's going to come up here now. I guess Dorm's going to come out here and pitch hit. The other lefty. I guess that was a ground ball down the short. And now we'll have Dorm come in here. Cubbies down to their last out. Tying run at the plate. Dawson down at second. And the Bulls coming out of the dugout. And Dorm, the Bull, is batting .281. He's got 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Diaz strikes out the Bull to end the inning, end the game. And the Mets win 2-0, folks. Nice pitching. Good pitching game. Take a look here at the box score. And the Mets 2 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Cubbies, no runs, 3 hits and 1 error. Oh, Michael, he was 2 for 3 and we pitched hit for him. And the Cubbies were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Left 9 men on base. Oh, Reyes was 2 for 4. And Jones, he had a 3 for 4 game with a homer. And the Mets were 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. They left 10 men on base. John Lester, the hard luck loser. He drops to 0-3. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, walked 5, struck out 5, and gave up the homer. Phil Regan comes in, 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. Jerry can't quite close it out, but he gets the win. He's 2-0. 8 1/3, 3 hits, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. Diaz comes in, gets his third save, 2/3 of an inning with a strikeout. Oh, that'll be cool, Ken. Yeah, Ken going to that Apba tournament in South Carolina. Oh, thank you, Paul. Yeah, yeah. I was hoping the Cubbies would win. I ain't a Mets fan. Let's take a look now at the standings and the leaderboard. And with the win, the Mets are now 2 games back of the Braves. The Nats are 2.5 games back. The Phillies 3. And the Marlins in the rear with the gear 4 games back. And in the Central, the Brewers are now a game up with the Cubbies loss, a game up on the Cardinals, Cubs, and Pirates. The Reds are a game and a half back, and the Astros are 3 games back. And in the West, San Francisco is 2.5 games up on the Dodgers, Arizona and San Diego 3, and the Rockies 4.5 games back. Ralph Garr with that .436 batting average, Sammy and Bonds with 10 homers, and Sammy with his 19 RBIs leading the National League. And Kyle Hendricks with that .75 ERA is leading the National League. And you got 4 pitchers with 3 wins, and Kent DeCalvey with his 5 saves leading the National League. Sammy Sosa leading in MVP voting, and Juan Marischal's leading in the Cy Young. Yeah, Central might be tough is right. You're correct. On American League Central. Yep. Kansas City, Detroit, all those teams are about the same. I'm surprised the White Sox are actually in last place. Yep. That Indians, they got power. Power you can't believe. Kansas City with all their speed. Next game on the channel will be the final game of this series. Let's see who's going to be pitching here. And you're going to have Fergie Jigginson going up against Mr. Terrific Tom Seaver. So that should be a hell of a pitch matchup. Fergie going up against Seaver, 2 Hall of Famers. I want to thank Paul. Check out his great channel at FSC Sports Desk with Paul, and Ken Castro for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, folks, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell and like button. It don't cost a dime. Till next time, you all have a great day and take